They say it began with a nightmare. Tariq, just 10 years old, woke up in the middle of the night screaming. His mother rushed to his side. She was still holding a little baby, a newborn baby, to her chest, while his father tried to lit the lantern. It was in the middle of the night. And the father goes, "My son, what's the matter? What's wrong?" Like someone who has just seen a ghost. "I saw the clouds, like dragons, Baba. They came with fire, wind, with dust. People ran, but when one of these dragon-like clouds passed over them, they fell, choking, suffocating. I saw it, Baba, I saw it. They came for our house." His father hushed him, patting his back, and he was like, "Hey boy, Tariq, dreams are only shadows. So just sleep now, sleep now." But Tariq shook his head. He says, "Baba, it felt real. It felt so real." His father Ahmed did not say it aloud, but the boy's words unsettled him. They did. For, in Sudan, people knew that dreams sometimes carried truth. And so that was the fear. Now, this was the late 1930s. Excitement filled the air. Yasir, Ahmed's eldest son, was returning from faraway America after 3 years, went for college, university. And so it was a thing of joy. The whole village buzzed with pride, because no one in their part of Sudan had ever gone so far to study. His uncles had sacrificed goats, camels, pulled their coins together, sent him abroad. So it's a big thing. It was a big thing. So that Friday night, the family could not sleep. They laid out mats, prepared baskets of dates and roasted meat for the Saturday feast. His mother, Samira, wrapped baby Amina tightly and whispered, "Tomorrow, my son will walk back into this house." And they were happy, full of joy, expecting their first son, who has been in the US studying. So for over 3 years, they haven't set eyes on him until tomorrow. But dawn carried a strange stillness to it. The goats pressed against the walls. From the west, the horizon blurred. And by noon, it was no longer a blur, but a wall, brown, massive, and alive. The Haboob. Yes, it was the Haboob. It roared across the desert like a giant beast. Palm trees bent like grass. Dust swallowed the sun. It swallowed it whole. People screamed, running to cover their homes. But Ahmed stood in front of his house, his face hard. His wife cried out. She was like, come inside. Hey, this thing is going to kill you. It's going to kill you. Come inside." But Mr. Ahmed, no, he shook his head. He said, "If I run, this storm would eat us all alive. So this is the only way." He carried out 3 wide basins of water and set them before the house. He began to pour water onto the sand, like tracing a circle right before his door, just right in front of his door. With each pour, he muttered ancient words that his grandfather had whispered long ago. Prayers older than his people could remember, calling on Allah and the spirits of rain to hold the storm back. The Haboob thundered closer. Objects flew, wood, cloth, even like whole baskets lifted and vanished into the brown wall. It now became a wall. So inside the house, Samira pressed the baby to her chest, crying, and Tariq, that's the 10-year-old boy, wrapped his scarf tightly around his nose, pulling his elder brother Yasir. Yasir is back, who had just arrived, from the US. And Yasir is not finding this funny. It's not welcoming to him. It's not the best welcoming party he had witnessed. So through the cracks in the walls, they saw their father's silhouette, small against the mountain of dust. "Ya Allah, it will swallow him," Yasir shouted, trying to run outside. But Tariq, the small one, pulled him down, said, "Hey, don't go out. It can kill you." The storm came so close to that water circle that it felt like the whole house would just be lifted away. The roar was deafening, the sky brown. But something happens, as though, that whole wall of dust and sand met an invincible barrier. The Haboob bent, curving, groaning, tearing past the house, but never touching it. The family lay flat, scarves pressed to their faces, trembling and crying in fear. And after all came silence. When the silence fell at last, the house stood untouched, while all around it, the village lay broken, trees stripped, roofs blown, the earth covered in sand. Samira sobbed, "Where's Ahmed?" She was looking for her husband. "Where's Ahmed? Where's Ahmed?" And the boys also went, "Where's Dad? Where's Father? Where's he?" But through the thinning dust, Tariq, he squinted. Tariq, he's the youngest. Then he whispered, his voice shaking, "Mama, is that Papa? Is that Papa?" And slowly, an image appeared, a figure emerging from the haze, his jalabia torn, his face grey with dust, but standing alive. Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed is alive. The family, they rushed outside, clinging to him, wailing in relief. They were like, "Whoo, Dad, what happened? Papa, what did you do? What did you just do?" The neighbors who had watched from a distance gathered in awe. They were like shocked, they were surprised. They've never seen this type of thing. Like, did he just redirect the Haboob? To them, it was no ordinary survival. It was a miracle they had not experienced. That day became legend. The story of the man who stopped the Haboob, it spread across the land. Some said it was prayer. Others said it was an old secret of the desert. The children grew hearing the tale, and elders still whisper it, like, once in 1930, when the Haboob came to devour Sudan village, one man stood in its path with nothing but water, words, and courage. He turned the storm away from his house. And that's how the legend was passed on. And in the heart of his family members, this remained the strangest, most sacred moment of their lives. The day when death itself paused and returned their father from the dust. If this story touched you in a way, made you feel happy, entertained you, made you relax, please subscribe to the channel. We'll be sharing more of these types of stories from Africa, from around the world. Stories that seem to have extinct, with the civilization and modernization. Share, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification as well. I'll be dishing them out as they come, so you'd be notified. Thanks for sticking with me. God bless you. Have a great week ahead. Bye.